Hey everyone, it's Don with Don's Field of Dreams Cards. Going to show some recent pickups that I got within the last month or so. And was initially going to say, nothing spectacular in here, no high dollar cards, no big boys. And then the more I thought about it, if you buy a card and you like it, it's a big card. It's a good card. On a live stream with some of the Misfits the other night, I was saying how they were talking about these pennants, and I guess there's 12 different types of them, and I said, well, there's 12 and I have 0 of them. And John Mangini's favorite line, or not his favorite line, but he likes to say something about, from his dad, a loaf of bread under your arm and you're complaining that you don't have anything. And he's like, you have a great collection. And he's right. We all have great collections, and there's always going to be someone that has a better one than us. And there's going to be people that look at your collection and say, boy, I wish I had a collection like that, or man, I wish I was showing the cards or have the cards you're going to show today. So sometimes I have to rein myself in and say, you know what, if they weren't good cards, you wouldn't have bought them. And I really do love seeing everyone else's collections and seeing what they get. And not going to lie, there's times where I'm like, man, I can't believe this guy can get all that stuff. Sure would be nice. But you know what? Can't be jealous of someone else's collection. Be happy for what you have. And so let's get to the cards. So wanted this card of Mark Fidrych. And yes, John, I do collect cards of guys that are not in the Hall of Fame. Was kind of surprised how, not super expensive, but I thought this card was going to be relatively cheap. And I guess the story behind the Bird Fidrych and Detroit fans, and it is a Rookie Cup card, was kind of harder to get than I thought it would be. But it's a cool non-Hall of Famer to add to the collection. Another non-Hall of Famer. This is for my series that I do, Negro Leagues to Major League players. So I think I have most of the cards that are at least attainable. And again, I'm not doing the stars in this series, the Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, Jackie Robinson. You guys all know about those guys. It's more guys like this. Sandy Amorose here in his 1957 card. And I'm a big fan of photos and bats where the guys are kneeling with the bat. I think those are really cool. So a couple months ago, I bought this card. And when I bought it, I said, all right, I have the 53 Bowman Duke Snider. Of course, I don't. I mistakenly bought the 54 Bowman Duke Snider. I have no idea how I did that. But fortunately, I love this card. Well, guess what? I did it again. I only need one card to finish my 1956 Hall of Fame set, which at one point was finished until Minnie Minoso and Gil Hodges joined. So I have the Minoso. I said, I'm going to pick up the 56 Gil Hodges. So I bought this, 56 Gil Hodges. No, it's not. It's a 55 Gil Hodges. So I've done this twice now. Fortunately, I didn't have this card, so at least it adds to my Hall of Fame collection. It's a nice card, but sometimes I wonder about myself. Like, how do you keep buying the wrong cards? I don't know. I guess I just looked at the head and just saw the price and jumped on it without thinking. So the next two cards I did buy on purpose. Love this card of Nolan Ryan. I think my friend Rick, Vintage Oddball Card, says it just feels like he's throwing the ball right at you. So glad to add that card. And then I'm working on my 1950 Bowman Hall of Fame run. And with this card, it leaves me 5 players left to get. 7 if I add Stengel and DeRocher, which I think I am going to. I don't normally collect the Hall of Fame managers, but those guys are so iconic to the game that I think I'm going to add him. And so I picked up this nice early win, a 4.5, and it's kind of the range I'm looking at. That might even be kind of high for this set for me. But have the big boys. I have Ted Williams. I have Jackie Robinson. The last really big card, at least for, bigger card, would be the Richie Ashburn I need. And then I have a few of these that I need to get graded. So that's it for today, guys. And you know what? Like, sometimes you just got to take a step back and say, you know what? People would be lucky to have the collection you have and enjoy the cards you have. And honestly, sometimes I need to remind myself of that too, that I've got some great cards and you're never going to have them all. So as always, guys, thanks for watching my video, and I'll talk to you soon.